Hey guys, how we doing? I'm Yalek, and honestly, I am not going to do anything there just yet because we have War Factory. It's Thursday, and I have not yet looked at what we have to deal with this week. So why don't we do that first? Fun. Okay. That laser kind of sucks where it is. Not gonna lie. Now, the machine guns next to it are very low health, 29, like 30,000 roughly. This laser beam, even though it's a 1, is closer to 57-ish, 57,000 K. Blaster, less of a concern, still a nuisance though. This is a War Factory that is frequently a solo depending on your powder situation from like here. Gonna be interesting this week. I'm not gonna, like, I don't have any boost or anything going on because that's just not the way to do War Factory. You don't boost for that. If you're gonna boost for something, make it something good, not War Factory. Not that not that there's anything against War Factory. I like War Factory. That's why we're here. But you know, anyway. Just don't boost for your daily events, please. That Doom Cannon ranges just a little bit if we're standing back there. Gonna use Zuka. What's the health on this? Probably should ask that. So 490, 530, 531,000. Building health 279. So 531,000. Let's see. Shock launcher does range the HQ a little bit. I mean, I know I say this a lot, but I'm half inclined to try this with warriors just because. Have troop health on this account. 631, so 6 GBE. Excuse me, 3 damage, 1 troop health. That could be helpful here. Probably want to set it up one way or another. Would be handy. Would be really handy to remove these flamethrowers in that case. I hesitate to do the Zuka thing because I know everybody else will do that. Also, I hesitate to do the Zuka thing because it's going to have to be set up, and setup is going to be weird right now because Sparky is glitched because we just had an update and EverSpark now does not target correctly, or at least she's not targeting the way she used to, and anybody with half a brain in their head would say that she's not targeting correctly. I'm not sure what Supercell thinks about that. I don't think it was an intentional thing that her targeting was changed. I think it's just a glitch somewhere. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But, I mean, there is always the possibility that they just went ahead and decided to change something. But I don't believe that to be the case. So with that said, her targeting is messed up. That affects universal remote, which would probably be handy here normally, but since normally she targets first the nearest building to her, and then second, if there happens to be anything damaged in her range, then she will target the most damaged building. That damage thing is gone away. She doesn't do that right now. She's just going for whatever is nearest. And she's ignoring anything that is not a defense, so supply crates or, well, on War Factory it's just supply crates, but, you know, on other events it would be something else. But, yeah, she's ignoring them entirely, so she would just walk right past these guys and up into danger looking for towers that shoot back at her, which is a strange pursuit. Yeah, you have to admit that. if I'm going to use warrior, like, I have to commit to something, right? Wouldn't mind. I mean, I'm going to have to clear some mines and wouldn't mind just plain barding some things. Do you range? No, not really. Do you range? You do not at all. This might just barely, but that's pretty easily containable with just a shock. So, since this flamethrower doesn't range, we can just throw a shock on these 4 things here. This flamethrower might range just a little bit, and the Doom Cannon definitely does. And then we can throw a critter into there somewhere, into that shock, to take the shock launchers out of the play. I don't know if there's any hacking advantage to be had here. Like, I'm trying to figure that out. I mean, I could kill this rocket launcher. I'm not really worried about the laser beam. My plan, ideally, I think I'm going to gather up like here, and then I'm probably going to come out to the sniper tower and then go straight up. I would like Bullet to be like standing between this laser and this machine gun. So trying to use this path should get me there. And so if Bullet is standing there, we don't have to worry about the grapplers, don't have to worry about these machine guns or the blaster, don't have to worry about the laser. It'll fire sideways at him. So not having these flamethrowers here would be great. Clearing these mines out would be great. And what else even? Is there something else we can do? Well, if Bullet's there, I mean, I might try to hack this rocket launcher if we're setting up, just because. Because if Bullet is that way, then the rocket launcher will be firing on the Zookas. Don't believe any of these mortars should be a problem. I think that's the way to go. Did not check. Or sorry, I should say. I think that's the way we're going to go. Other people do things differently, but, well, this is what we do here. Didn't check for free GBE or anything like that. Probably should, and probably should have a look at this, just like with another set of goggles on, and try to, like, game plan other attack styles if you wanted to do them. This is rough. You get a grappler over here, it's a grappler 2, grappler 3, grappler 3. That always makes grenadiers and armors hard. Doom Cannon armors. Armor. Doom Cannon here, Doom Cannon here. They're only one, so they can be barded, but still they're going to be a problem very likely. This one for sure, if you're approaching from the right hand side. This Doom Cannon here at 9 o'clock on the HQ might not be a problem if you can keep, you know, tanks and stuff over here, but really I just don't see that being a great idea. Plus you have a blaster, and those are very bad for Grens and armor. On the other hand, you really don't want to go with a rifle Zooka approach. All these mortars over here, that's going to be an issue for you. Probably could do okay this direction with a little bit of hacking, actually, if you wanted to get up in here, and if you're willing to risk it right now, because you can flare Sparky to a particular tower, and that's fine, she'll hack it, but after that she just defaults to whatever happens to be nearest to her. If you are willing to, like, brave that as a possibility, rocket launcher, rocket launcher, rocket launcher, if you can get those out of the way. There are a couple back here, probably low health, could work on barding those. Laser would be a problem later on. Not particularly high health, but then again, you've already barded things. Like, you're not going to solo if you're not boosted going that way. So a couple of setups hits, fine. The laser would be an issue. You'd want to remove that. I don't think we're going to go for anything like that. I think we're just going to do what is solid for us. Let me see. One setup hit would be great. Just gotta, drop Sparky, like maybe here, hack this. That's 2 smokes plus the remote, clear some mines, and just gonna try to BART these guys out up here because they're kind of in an annoying position for what we want to do. That seems reasonable, and if we fail, which very well might, I mean, depending on, what I say, 3 damage on this account, so, like, might not actually get there, but should be close enough that it won't make a difference. And I'm going to let her die after this, because I don't really see the need for keeping her alive. Sometimes you want to do that, but in this case, I don't think so. Would love to see these guys all drop on a single attack. And that way we can just, oh yeah, really nice, okay. If that doesn't die, and it does, great. 1323. Would love those mines near the core dead, but also would love these 3 mines over here dead. Probably shouldn't have had warriors loaded, could have had Zukas loaded and grabbed some GBE over here. Grappler would have been taking us slowly, but it wouldn't have been too big a deal. But that would have been a good idea, and we did not think of that. You know what? I'm going to do this and get all 3 of those mines. I can clear these guys over here with 3 GBE on the next hit, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Pretty fair, reasonable for a setup hit, like nothing incredibly difficult being asked there. And now we switch over to this, which is our favorite. 35, 31 on the damage, not terrible. 40 on the gunboat. Honestly, all around, these are probably my best statues. That 16 there is kind of a problem, but, you know, we'll fix that eventually. Okay, path. Path is the issue here. Need to get bullet to a certain point, like I said. Would love to get on this line, so sniper tower, mortar, whichever, and then flare up to specifically like here, the spot right between the laser and the machine gun, but just above them. That should give us a nice straight path, and we shouldn't have to worry too much, shouldn't have to worry about grapplers, like I said, machine guns, blaster, laser, all of those things down there. And then just a critter shock and repeat, and hopefully that'll do it. And if it doesn't, then very likely we'll have learned something from the process. Let's see. Blaster is an issue. Alright, so going like that, and hopefully everybody's, yeah, a little bit better off here. So, toward that. Okay, so far so good on the path. So far so good on a lot of things. Say critter, and then a shock on that stuff. we should have to refresh taunt in a second, and then probably another critter and another shock. And I can't see at all. I mean, even with the expanded health bar, I have no idea where a bullet is in this, and I have no idea what's happening. Because that was part of the update too. Bullet's over there. He actually did get grabbed. Interesting. I did not think he would end up being in range of anything at all there. And we'll go to the replay, Marv. Yeah. With the dialogue. Ugh. Annoying. Was trying to save smoke here on the beach. Honestly, you could just smoke this, to smoke it, to make things a little easier for you. A lot of my warriors were pretty low on health here, but I'm kind of a fanatic about saving GBE. It's a bit of a problem. So that's what I was trying to do there, was save a little bit of GBE. You can see those health bars there. It's not all of them, just a few of them, but enough to be worrisome. Like that guy there, he's got no health left. And Bullet took a good beating there on the beach too, because again, there's just a lot of stuff shooting at him. Now let's see. Oh, Bullet went to the other side of the laser, and that would be why. Alright. Now from there, he can taunt this, and he probably taunts the laser, but is he actually getting this far machine gun? He's actually getting this other machine gun too. Blaster is being an issue over there. But from where he's standing, he is getting most of the things that we really need near the HQ taunted. I mean, the mortars are annoying, but that's what medkits are for. Alright. Once again, Warrior Factory. Unintentional. If I saw a better way to do it, then I would go ahead and do it a better way. Like I said, there is always the standard play on this War Factory. It's an old War Factory layout. It's been around for a long time. Standard play would be Zuka or Heavy Zuka from over here, but it's been done 10 million times. And this has probably been done, but not 10 million times, so whatever. Like I said, good luck with the hacking right now. Blaster's an issue too. By the way, if you're hacking over here, keep in mind that the Blaster sees Sparky and shoots her, and she just loses her mind and starts walking in all kinds of crazy directions and right out of smoke. I'm sure that little glitch has not gone away. We've just had a couple of extra glitches added into the game for fun. Keep things fresh and lively. So yeah, that's my play on this. You can tell me what you chose to do. There are others, but man, some things are pretty heavily ruled out. I would not want to be using tanks or grenadiers here this week. Scorchers, right out. Nope, not even a chance. So things like that. But anyway, that's how we do it, because that's how we do it. And yeah. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Thumbs up, you know how all that goes, and have a great night. Day? Whatever it is for you. See ya.